And now we're going for I don't know.
Exploring the neighborhood.
Yeah, exploring the neighborhood to a small lake.
Did you know that Portugal is called the garden planted by the sea? Yes, this alone captures the beauty of the country in just a single phrase. Whether you're looking for wild parties or wild nature, historic hill towns or sun-scorched beaches, you'll find it in abundance across Portugal. Check out this list of must-see places in Portugal. Number 1. Lisbon. Portugal's famously sunny capital, Lisbon, requires little introduction. Its status as one of Europe's hottest city destinations is richly deserved, but undiscovered treasures still lie among the hipster hubs and Segway-packed streets. You can spend a day spotting street art in the maze of streets that make up historic Alfama, seek out the hidden Chinese restaurants operating from family apartments in the multicultural Martim Muniz neighborhood, and fill up on huge plates at tiny tasks like Merendenho do Arco. And if you've had enough of city life, you're never more than a short bus or train ride away from glorious beaches and wild nature reserves. Hop on a train along the coastline to the popular beach towns of Casillas and Estoril, and the adventurous terrain of Sintra Cascasque's natural park cross the river Tagus for the white sand, turquoise waters and pine-covered mountains of Serra da Arabida, or take an hour-long bus ride to Ericeira, Europe's first and only world surf reserve for a laid-back vibe and beachy lodgings like you in the sea and Immerso. Number 2. Porto. Named by us as the best city break in Europe for 2024, it's safe to say Porto is one of our absolute faves. And why wouldn't it be? This city is bursting with great food, galleries, museums, and more, and as a bonus, it's super affordable too. Sample some seriously good white ports like a Porto tonic, white port, tonic water, and a wedge of lemon. Buy enough tinned fish for a year's worth of date nights, and people watch at the Douro River. The best part? There are many traditional restaurants that can give you an authentic Portuguese taste. Porto is a classic for a reason. Number 3. Alentejo. If you want to enjoy the coziness of sleepy traditional villages, taste fine food and wine, and hang out at celeb beach hangouts, stop searching and head towards Alentejo. Stretching south of Lisbon towards the Algarve, the sun-blessed Alentejo region has been quietly carving a reputation for itself as Portugal's most chic beach destination. High-end boutique hotels offer barefoot luxury lodgings in fashion press favorites Comporta and neighboring Melides, and the wines produced here are increasingly well regarded internationally. Exclusive beach hangouts aside, this is one of Portugal's most traditional and least explored destinations. There are plenty of charming towns to visit, from historic villages like the medieval Monsaraz to slow-paced fishing spots like Vila Nova de Milfontes. The pretty fishing town of Porto Covo marks the start of the dramatically beautiful southwest Alentejo and Costa Vicente Natural Park, which sweeps for 60 miles down to the Algarve and is notable for its surf beaches and multi-hued cliff faces. Then, there's the region's highly attractive capital, Evora, which is as notable for its food scene as its Roman temple and hauntingly impressive Chapel of Bones. Number 4. Algarve. Don't let reports of hordes of lager-swigging Brits abroad put you off visiting Portugal's sunniest region. Not only does the Algarve have a reliably warm climate and some of the most beautiful beaches in the country, but it's also home to sleepy, whitewashed villages, each one seemingly even prettier and more packed with local charm than the last, and all easily reached by a scenic rail journey. Fresh fish, seafood, and yes, that famously spicy piri-piri chicken dominate the dining scene, and visitors would be well advised to give the pub grub a body swerve in favor of the local tasques, where you'll be served a proper feast and a carafe of house wine for a fraction of the price of a fry up in a pint of Guinness. If you're looking for a big city buzz, you'll find it in Faro, the region's lively capital. Want something lively but a little more laid back? Join the surfer communities of water sports hotspots like Lagos and Sagres. Number 5. Madeira. Nobody has ever accused Cristiano Ronaldo of hiding his light under a bushel, and the football legend's home turf of Madeira really goes the extra mile in celebrating the success of its most famous son. Even the airport in the regional capital Funchal is named in his honor. More of a Messi fan? You can bypass the Ronaldo Museum, Ronaldo statue, and CR7 Hotel, and just revel in Madeira's breathtaking terrace mountains, sunny subtropical climate, year-round warm waters, and vibrantly hued flowers. An hour's flight from the mainland, this archipelago in the North Atlantic is one of Portugal's 2 autonomous regions. Its volcanic geography makes it a top destination for adventure sports enthusiasts. Its towering peaks host a spectacular sky race ultramarathon featuring 34 miles of grueling ascents and daring descents across 4,000 meters of elevation. Mere mortals can bypass the running and enjoy the thrills and spills of Funchal's toboggan run, whizzing down city streets in wicker baskets for a mile of fast-paced twists and turns. Finish off your adventures with a glass of pancha. The island's boozy, fruity punch. Number 6. Azores. An increased number of budget flights has brought tourist traffic to the weather-beaten Azores, but the 9-island archipelago in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean remains relatively under the radar. Each of the islands has its character, from the sandy beaches and mild climate of Santa Maria to the volcanic lakes and thermal springs of São Miguel. The Portuguese-owned islands are the perfect place to take a mindful break at destinations like Lava Homes, a wellness-focused village carved from volcanic rock on Pico. The islands are also increasingly talked about among foodies. In particular, the cheeses are a must-try, such as the sharp queijo da Ilha from São Jorge and the mild, creamy queijo vaquinha from Terceira. The Azores' unique volcanic wines are something to savor too. Visitors can find out about the fascinating production process and the most interesting part of wine tasting at Biscoito's Wine Museum in Terceira. Number 7. Northern Portugal. Northern Portugal is renowned for its friendly inhabitants and their love of a good party. Tourists rarely venture far beyond the ridiculously picturesque city of Porto and its equally good-looking sister city of Vila Nova de Gaia on the opposite bank of the Douro. But northern Portugal is also home to the country's only national park, the wildly beautiful Peneda de Guiares, where wolves roam, and villages are carved from ancient stone. The region is also home to historic cities packed with stunning Baroque architecture. There are particularly fine examples in beautiful Braga and Guimarães, the city known as the birthplace of Portugal, and gloriously unspoiled river beaches, such as the pine-flanked sands of the Praia Fluvial da Lomba on the banks of the Douro in Gondomar. Then there are the verdant terraced hills of the Douro wine region, where the Douro International Natural Park further contributes to making this one of the most beautiful and diverse regions in the country, or indeed the whole of Europe. Number 8. Central Portugal. Want to visit an offbeat place with fewer crowds? Central Portugal is waiting for you. Refreshingly untroubled by mass tourism, Central Portugal is a treat for adventurous travelers. You can goggle at the monster waves of Nazar and the highly skilled surfers who dare to tackle them. Master your technique at the lively surf town of Peniche, or tackle hilly hiking and cycling trails between schist-stone villages where hearty fare like suckling pig and sugary cakes replenish all that spent energy. Here, you'll find Portugal's highest peaks. The UNESCO Geopark Serra da Estrela sees enough snow in winter to merit its ski resort, and the gorgeous forest-flanked river beaches of the interior make a crowd-free alternative to the lively sandy strips dotted along the 174 miles of coastline. Wine lovers, meanwhile, will revel in the robust reds and citrusy whites of the Douro region. Urban adventurers have plenty to enjoy too. Centuries-old religious buildings sit alongside buzzing bars and cafes in the handsome university city of Coimbra, while Aveiro, the self-proclaimed Venice of Portugal, is always impressive with its Art Nouveau architecture and brightly painted canal boats. You may already know that Portugal is one of the world's hottest travel destinations for a reason, and there's so much more to it than its two main cities. Which one of the places mentioned above are you planning to visit first? Tell us in the comments. Also, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us.